noticed you're still waiting for the rest of your party.
Did you? Did you notice that, Jeffrey?
Sorry, I was just wondering if you wanted to order something while you wait, an appetizer maybe.
Oh, you think I'll be waiting here a while, so you might as well run up the tab on the stood-up lady? I was gonna tip you a nickel, no longer.
I really didn't mean to touch a nerve.
And now I'm hysterical. Well, you might as well just ship me off to Michigan, Jeffrey.
Congratulations on, another Saint Hetty's Day episode. When you found out that they were gonna, do this again, were you excited that her journey starts off by looking for a date? I love that she's put some planning and time and effort into this, that she's like, I'm ready for this year. I know what to expect.
I know it's delightful. And in other ways, it's like, really, you had a whole year to cook something up. And all you want is to I guess that is what she wants. She wants to be looked at adoringly by a gentleman caller. I just love that her profile picture has to be that oil painting. It's kind of delicious. Yeah. All the holiday episodes on Ghosts are always really good. Of course, I was happy that they wanted to revisit St. Hetty's Day. And I was especially delighted when I heard that Rose was going to be directing it. So she did. It's the second time now that she's directed on the show. And she did a marvelous job and was so fun and funny. And I think the episode is really cute.
It is really cute. And it's funny. I'm like, in hindsight, I'm like, somebody should have taken Hetty's picture while she was visible for this year so that she could have a photo for her next try at snagging.
See, that's a genius idea. It's truly a great idea. And not a single one of us.
Well, it's, too, the crux of the episode is the heartbreak that she gets stood up. And, Jeff comes over to check on her and she bites back, unfortunately, for Jeff. What was it like to get to work with Jeff Hiller, who obviously is a great guest star?
I adore him. He's so funny and kind. I've since read his book, which everyone should go out and buy and read and enjoy. I knew him and his work from the theater scene in New York for a while. So we had a lot of fun with him. And I unfortunately did subject him to some rather harsh treatment from Hetty, but yeah.
Well, she quickly learns her lesson, or, she gets admonished from Jay, who, says, like, you don't know what it's like to work in this field. You've never worked a day in your life. How do those words land for Hetty, do you think? And how does that shift her perspective in wanting to take on the role? Because nobody charges her to say, like, oh, can you step in and take this waiting position? She just decides to take it upon herself.
You make a very good point. I think it's one of the fastest in real time human realizations that we see Hetty Woodstone have. That she sees the hurt that she causes this other human being instantly. Jay points out that it's because she cannot relate to, having a job, and she goes into action because she can for this one day of the year. But I think it's admirable and a big step forward for her that she realizes all of that so quickly based on the effect that she's had on another human being. And so, yeah, she launches in and calamity ensues, of course, but then lots of other lessons are learned. So
what was it like, I guess, coming up with the method for which she'll remember the order? Because I love that it's like the sing song. And I know that there's all these different tips and tricks that people actually do use. So
that was in the script, that it would be memorized using that song. And that's just how I came out with it. That was not from a personal recollection of mine, although that was one of my issues as a cocktail waitress. I always used to think that because things would move so quickly, and I used to think, okay, I got it. And then I would never have it right. So yes, not recommended. But yeah, it's nice to see a little bit more from that kitchen crew, Josh and Al and Seenum, and they get to shine in this one too. So yeah. I love the message. I love the lesson that's learned. And it's heartbreaking in a new way for her that she's not allowed to be a part of this group at the end of the day. So I don't know. It remains to be seen whether or not this power is a further curse, because offering someone just a little taste of that kind of connection and freedom only to have it disappear nearly immediately is just torture.
Do you think you'd like to see her, I guess, feed off of the energy in there now that she's had a taste of what it's like to kind of work in that space?
I would love it. Although, again, in true Hetty fashion, she might forget large portions of this lesson nearly immediately. Yeah, but the nuggets of it will remain. And so, yes, anything though that adds to the richness and the history of, as an actor is your opinion of any of these other characters and experiences you've had with them just, lends itself to a richer, deeper world. So that I will use for sure.
You also have the Rudy moment, which I love. Obviously, Jeff comes back, or Jay convinces him to come back, and that hurts Hetty in the sense that she feels like she's on a roll. She's starting to get the hang of it. What does it mean to have the rest of the staff stand up for her in that way and see that, what she's doing is impacting other people more so than she might have expected?
She's never been on a team before, and I think she found it really disarming and thrilling that she could be valued for her joint contribution to a common goal, which is the thing that I think is at the heart of most human joy. And that's something that she never had. She had the thing that she believed was more valuable, which was to tell the team what to do, and to admonish them when they didn't do it properly. But she got a little taste of what it's like to really be part of the human machine. And I think she liked it a lot.
What is it like to kind of, I guess, shine a light on the challenges that come with dealing with customers that are not always a walk in the park?
I mean, it does make you think. Any little substitution, any little thing that makes someone's job more difficult, if you cannot do that, probably that'd be great. It also is notable, that scene in particular, and that table of actors were so fun to play with. The actress in particular that plays, I think Cindy is the name of the big rig that's at the table. She was great. And she gave us an experience of Hetty speaking with someone that has higher status than Hetty, which is not a recipe that Hetty is used to, partaking in. And so that was a very fun color to experience, to have this woman look at her and utterly disregard her. I mean, she does not treat her like a special person whatsoever. And anytime a character can have a new experience and a new feeling, is good, rich stuff.
Is there any scenario in which you'd like to see the ghosts under Kyle's supervision again? Or do you like giving them a hard time? Because I love too that I think, Hetty's been kind of forward towards him on occasion.
Well, that's a very polite way of putting it. Yeah, she recklessly objectifies him, and which is a lot of fun, I gotta say. And he's very game and been very lovely about it. But yes, the ghosts are selfish baby Muppets. They love it when Kyle comes around, because I think they can get away with more stuff. I mean, he's the babysitter. And so there's always going to be, need and use to have that come into play. So yes, I hope we see a lot more of him. I'm not sure when we will, but yeah.